Hi, you Sierra got black shirts last week. Just what was your reaction to seeing those handed out?
Yeah, I'm super proud of those guys. Obviously they've showed out there on the field what they're ready to be a black shirt. I know they're truly honored to, be a part of that tradition and the history behind it. So yeah, no, I'm really happy for those guys.
Coach Rule had said the defense kind of was the ones that were urging for Bashini to get the black shirt. Can you explain a little bit as to why and specifics?
I mean, just the grit I think we saw last game really sent the message, in his style of play. Purdue, he also had a big hit on kickoff on our sideline, so that was kind of the start of it. And then to see him go out there and do it again week after week, even though we've been, struggling a little bit on punt maybe, he's still back there doing his job and doing his part. So I think that's just kind of those things that, made the decision.
Ty, what was the bye week like for you?
It was good. I feel young again. I got my legs back under me. A lot of recovery stuff. Coach Rule, we thought that us older guys were going to get, taken care of a little bit, and we did in the beginning. But Wednesday and Thursday we went, full pads, basically getting ready for this week, making sure we keep that callus. A lot of extra film as well, so we'll be ready this week and have a slight advantage with that.
What do you know about Indiana? I mean, there's so little history between Nebraska and Indiana. This is just your second trip there in the 14 years you guys have been in the Big Ten Conference.
Yeah, no, Indiana's a tough team. They have a great offense. Those guys up front really work well together. As they've added a few key pieces in from the transfer portal this past year. They're stout up front in the run game. They're great pass protectors in the pass game. They got two great running backs, and the receiving core is great. Quarterback, is also great. So it's really fun, and I'm excited to watch film on them and see how we're able to challenge them and challenge ourselves for this week.
How you've been around this program a long time. You've heard about the bowl drought and beating top 25 teams. What would it mean to you personally to just be able to knock out a couple of streaks like that this week?
It's always a goal, right, to go in and beat a ranked opponent. There's going to come a time again where we're those guys where we're going to be ranked and people are going to be coming for us. That's kind of the mentality that we've been having this season is, it's time to stop being the hunter, let's be the hunted. And, with T. Knight's has given us a quote, do you think Kobe, even though he was the hunted, do you think he was actually hunted? No, he was a hunter hunting the hunter himself, right? So I think it's just kind of, that kind of mentality, mind switch, whatever you want to call it, going into these types of games.
Everyone saw the emotions after you closed down that Rutgers game with James Williams on the sideline and Coach Knight. And what job has Knight done with your room and sort of building that camaraderie and how you've seen that grow?
T. Knight's built, a great relationship, I think, individually with everybody, but even as a whole, creating this kind of brotherhood between, a bunch of guys who may have came from different places to we've molded so well into being one unit type of deal. So to see this success that James has had, from him going to basically a camp tryout to now, being tied to having 4 sacks this season, just in his second season as a Husker. I mean, just to watch, the hard work that they put us through, year in and year out to finally come out there and put it on paper and put it on the film. It's awesome.
From your viewpoint on the other side of the ball, what have you thought about the way that Dylan has embraced a leadership role? It's got to be a hard thing to do as a 19-year-old when there's guys with your experience and age who are there and obviously ready and filling those positions also.
Well, what I love about Dylan is that, yes, he's embraced that leadership role and, head on, with the challenges that he's faced, learning everything for the first time, but he's also listening to the older guys, I think, as well. I know he's listened to Heinrich. I know Heinrich's taken him under his wing. But even on the defensive side of the ball, he's come over and talking to us older guys on, what we might be thinking or what we would do. So I think he's just, trying to be a sponge and soak up all this information and get out of us older guys before we head out.
Did you have any idea you would get that from him? I mean, you knew he had a good arm. You could see that. But did you, as an older player on the team, have any idea that you would get that kind of leadership from a freshman?
I mean, I've seen it before. You know, it's rare, right? But like to watch, you know, I think Coach Rule has even mentioned it. You know, his work ethic. You know how much time and effort he puts into everything. You know, the care and the passion that he has for this program. I mean, it just kind of goes hand in hand. He's definitely going to have a part in that leadership then if you're going to invest that much time and have that much passion into it. So, you know, I think, you know, I don't think you expect it of him, but I'm not surprised either.
I think after the Rutgers game, Coach Rule said you get out what you put in, and you guys put in a lot that weekend in that Rutgers game. Have you seen that sort of carry over, that momentum of that work?
Yeah, that's a reminder every period, every scout period when we all huddle up together is just, you know, a reminder that we're going balls to the wall, 100%. You know, if it has to go to live, then we're going to live. But you know, we're treating the scout team like it's the opponent.
Playing in the red zone defensively, what's the mindset of this team? What's it like in the huddle? Because so far this season, opponents have been in the red zone 13 times. You've allowed only 6 touchdowns. None of those were rushing. So what's behind the success there?
They don't get in. Plain and simple. That's just mindset mentality. That's what we tell each other when we're in the huddle. They don't get in. We go out there and work together.
There's been 13 guys on the defensive line that have played 50 or more snaps this year. Obviously, I think you played the most of them, but are there ever times when you're out there and you're not sure who's exactly next to you because they're rotating so many?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just got to get down and, you know, we might not get a call or you get the call and then, you know, the guy's coming in late or whatever. So you just kind of make do, figure it out.
All right. Thank you, Ted.
Appreciate it.